Hello, good viber, and good day. It is your girl Esther Joy coming at you with another video. On this channel, we love to talk about love, light, joy, and peace. So if you, my friend, like those vibrations, then know that you are in the right place, and I'm so happy to have you. Fam, we are going to be talking about a little, I guess, Ace of Swords moment that I had yesterday. I am an interaction design student, as you know, and basically we research how humans interact with technology and how we can integrate that in a more natural and meaningful way. So I'm currently in an internship for my major, and it has been teaching me a lot about researching and really getting to know the target audience, the target person, so I can get to know their problems and their pain points and how I can better serve them and what they're going through, kind of stepping into their shoes. And I really think that it's a very powerful tool. I'm very thankful to be able to share this information because I think that this tool can help a lot of people in a very powerful way to get to know their target user, their target audience, how they can help them, what their target audience's pain points are, and get further insights to kind of get the juices flowing when it comes to creating a product, a service for the people that you want to help. So of course, I am going to say that this is just one of many ways that I have been collecting data and really shifting myself in the mindset where I know that I am actually serving the right people and I'm giving them the right information. So let me just hop into it and say, if you're familiar with the Tree of Life, this is going to be something very interesting. So I painted the Tree of Life a little while ago, and I, for whatever reason, yesterday was doing some user research. I was creating a persona for my internship, and I just, for whatever reason, thought, like, this is the person that you are trying to help. They are this middle, and this is like the glue-on of the Tree of Life diagram. Now, the Tree of Life diagram can apply to many things. It's sacred geometry, and the connections are very sacred. They hold sacred meaning, and you can also see this in atoms, and this would be like a gluon, this would be like a photon, this is like physics. But I'm going to just jump back in topic and say that for our example, because we're targeting the people that we can help the most, how how they are functioning, where they're at, so we can meet them where they're at, right? We put them right here. Now, there are 10 circles, so if you want to screenshot this, then fine. Maybe I can get a actual template. This is like the Tree of Life template, but I have one that I've sketched out just for users. And pretty much, this is the user, and each one of these are aspects of the user. This is them in the physical world, and our job usually is to integrate ourselves into our user's physical natural world easily, right? This is their mental aspect, so this is what they're focusing on. And the user usually, as I said, I pulled out cards for each one. So let me kind of explain. I'm going on a tangent, but I think the best thing I'll do is I'll put in the comments, I'll list 1 through 10, and I'll write down the significance for each circle. And I'll just go over the numbers really quickly. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there are 10 components to our user. Yeah, I will just hop on. I'll explain now the components. I already explained the user. and the mental aspect. And I'm gonna go 10 up just because it will make sense. Yeah, okay, so 10 is their physical environment, that's their natural world, that's where they're at currently. And underneath is cling. And I'm going to now show you guys my user example for Good Vibes Delivery Fam. I really wanted to know, what persona am I serving? You know, where are they at? So, oh my god, you guys are getting like the whole thing. So right down here I got, I believe, the 5 of Pentacles and the Hermit. So for me, I just wrote down a little interpretation of what I think that means about them being in the physical world. Maybe some things aren't working in the physical world for them to their advantage. With the Hermit, they feel kind of lonely. They feel like no one understands them. That's how I took each aspect. And you can screenshot that if you want, to kind of get a better understanding. But for each one, I think it's really important to realize that the cards in themselves and the diagram in itself will not really do anything unless you are going to take the effort to interpret them and make them actually apply to your own business, your own counseling service, product, however it resonates. So yeah, I feel like there's still some things I do want to clarify just to help you, and I really do want to break this down. So for those of you who would like me to break down the charts a little bit more, I'm going to be using an example chart. And this example chart is the one for my internship, okay? And now, this is a little messy, and I want you to see that I just made 10 circles. I connected them, sure. I always start with the middle one, and then I make a square of circles around that. These 2 go downwards, 2 above the upper 2, and a little bit higher. But that's really besides the point. We're more focused on the elements again. And I'm gonna start with 10 being the physical world. For 10, I got Queen of Cups. So when it comes to their physical world, in this case I put their natural ritual, or the things that they do normally, the habits. Queen of Cups, when I looked into this card for what we were doing, which is education in a college environment, I saw the Queen of Cups as someone who might let their emotions bring them astray, or someone who's really deeply involved in their emotions and gets distracted easily. I saw with a natural routine, they like to enjoy the little things in life, and I could go on and explain each element, but I'm sorry, Good Viber, that's not what you're here for. I'm here to give you a template, so let me give you the template. Their natural environment is number 10. Their natural environment or their routine. Number 9. Number 9 is their mind, their focus, their mentality. Okay, for their mental reality I put here. For this example, we have the High Priestess, so that's great. Their mental mentality is that they want to help, they want to be able to contribute. Then we have for, I gotta make sure, Good Viber, we have for number 8 over here. And number 8 is their reception. The reception, or because mental is here, the reception to what you're saying, their mental reception. I also put telepathy as another word. But what are they mentally communicating? What are they mentally receiving, okay? So that is really important because you want to know what your target audience is mentally receiving. How can you be in their reception and help them? And then over here we have number 7, which is the passion your user has, okay? Number 7 is the passion your user has. So what brings passion to them, what makes them passionate. You want to know what causes them to act boldly. That's really important because that's something that a lot of people feel strongly about, right? And number 6 is the user. So number 6 is the user. This is the aha point of the user. This could be how the user views themselves. This could be what the user is looking for, what the user wants to feel with your product. I really think whatever you create, this middle one, it's usually centered around the user, because the user is attracting all of this, right? You could do one for yourself as well. So I feel like whatever you put in that center is what the rest of the chart is applied to. So yeah, it's the core. So over here we got 5. I'm just making sure. Okay. Yeah. And 5 is your inner ethics, your strength, okay? What makes you, your integrity. I think this is really important. I also put joy. So what gives you joy to do? This is really important to know, of course. And right above it, which is number 3, is a stillness. So what do you enjoy being present in? I know I skipped. Number 4 is over here. And number 4 has to do with your clarity. Number 4 has to do with your arousal, okay? And above it, we have number 2 with clarity. Now, I don't need to explain about arousal, but I think it's really important to know that everyone has their own deeper desires. And with clarity being above it, this represents the heaven aspect, or what does their heaven look like for them, pretty much. And across from it, as I mentioned, number 3 being higher ideas. Usually this is where you'll fall in because you're the instructor. Number 3 is where the creation happens, and when you pull the 3rd card, it will usually signify what they are seeking from you, or what they see in you and your product and service. So that, of course, and we have number 1 being the light, okay? This is the overarching acknowledgement. This is the focus or attention that you and your user is focused on. So that is pretty much a breakdown of using the Tree of Life to diagram your own user persona mind map. I think it has been really enlightening for me. It really helped me kind of form a better direction of where I want to explore and where I want to go with my own business and how I want to help people. And of course, I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and if you have any suggestions for how this chart can be improved, if you have any suggestions on better words, then of course please leave them in the comments below to not only help me but the whole fam out. And I really do appreciate you taking the time out today. If you do try this, then post on Instagram, tag me. I love to connect to you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Have an amazing day, good viber. Peace.